Retired Colonel Leland Jurgensmeier is a graduate of one of the first accelerated nursing classes in the Creighton University School of Nursing. His distinguished and highly decorated military career has taken him from emergency rooms in Alaska to field hospitals in Saudi Arabia to medical centers across the United States. His leadership and organizational skills have made a significant impact, whether preparing nurses for combat duty, championing changes to military health care, maximizing efficient use of resources, and improving access to care for military families. Colonel Jurgensmeier continues his career in civil service as a clinical case manager for traumatic brain injury patients, including soldiers suffering blast injuries.
When I look at Creighton and what they do for nursing, I'm very, very impressed. They've taken a lot of risks. Starting an accelerated nursing program was pretty non-traditional when they did it, but their success has been great. All of the faculty were good. We'll start there. And to try and pick one of them out is difficult. To do that, though, I have to go to Dr. Beth Furlong. I owe her a great debt. She taught the community health portion, and it kind of helped to tie everything together. It was later in my career that that really came out for me. The community can be composed of many populations. When we have a good understanding of that community of people, how they interact, the things that work for them and don't work for them, we can be much more successful in helping them with their healthcare needs. You're first a soldier or a sailor or an airman. Second is your occupational specialty. And until people believe that, they don't help make the strongest team. The last 6 years of my career were spent in senior nurse positions in hospitals. In that capacity, you have an opportunity for a great deal of influence. That influence comes in helping people with change, facilitating that change. It helps with, I guess the key piece to a lot of those positions is helping the nurses that follow you, helping the young nurses and the soldiers grow in their career, understand what they're getting into, the good and the bad, and helping them to make the decisions so that they can become good in their profession and continue to support our warfighters in that healthcare arena.
I think he is an extremely compassionate and passionate person, and both those qualities show through in the leadership that he displayed. No matter what he was faced with, whether he agreed with it or not, if he thought it was, you know, ethically sound and the right way to head, he would just get on board and he would get enthusiastic and he would go with it.
The new nurses, the new soldiers that come under his watch are always his first priority. He met with each one of them, and to mentor them, to take them from where they started and to encourage them and to and get them to where they need to be of good service to this country, to patients and to themselves, so that they were always successful. He prided himself in just being a friendly leader and using his humor. He was kind of corny. and his funny jokes to make the nurses feel very comfortable.
He's a very caring person. He listens well. He would go into rooms, hear their stories, immediately become involved with what was important in their lives.
He has been the rock in our family. We have 4 great children, and every one of them will tell you that he's been a wonderful dad. His moral compass has never changed. You can be the best that you can be, and I'm going to help you get there.
I think his family is the center of his being, that and his faith.
Nurses today, when they enter the military, should expect to be deployed into a combat environment. The thing that would not help us is if we sent nurses into deployed areas and they couldn't contribute to supporting the healthcare needs in that environment. So we have to make sure that they're ready to do that. Nurses in the military are offered a very unique role of taking care of warriors who put their lives on the line every day.